The amount of plastic accumulating in this ocean and the marine life affected by the plastic, we need to put in the effort to recycle and help clean the ocean. The impact that the plastic has on the sea is a bigger problem than the ordinary person would think. Bryant Slatt in 2021 is the author of Why We Must Clean the Ocean Garbage Patches. He hints that the amount of plastic accumulating in the sea is 1 million tons a year, with an estimate of 1 million kilograms of plastic in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, also known as the GPGP. However, there are people that think that ocean pollution is too far gone to clean up, and it's not important enough to put in the effort. Some even argue that the cost to change the way we use plastic is too much. The more there is, the harder it will be to clean, and the overwhelming amount of plastic and the longer it stays, the more damaging the effects of the plastic are. The GPG carries a large sum of the trash in the ocean. On the web article called Ocean Cleanup, Slatt mentions the GPGP is one of the 5 circular currents trapping significant amounts of trash. The GPGP holds 50% of the floating trash and which covers 0.5% of the ocean. Areas that keep plastic ingested in them are not just piled up mountains sitting on the surface of the ocean. Garbage is mixed and pushed around and trapped in rapid currents. These 5 currents are called subtropical ocean gyres. Because there is a massive quantity of plastic in the ocean, marine life is being compromised. The impact that from plastic in the ocean is causing innocent marine life to become potentially harmed. Aquatic animals are encountering large amounts of plastic throughout their lifetime. On a website called puretrust.org, Simon Reedy and Lou Winnie in 2020 said plastic waste is entering the ocean at a rate of 1 million metric tons per year, where it is harming marine life and damaging their habitats. Now, with these water animals not knowing any better, they ingest plastic as if it was food, and this can lead to fatalities. In the article, Why We Must Clean the Ocean Garbage Patches by Slatt says the ratio between plastic and naturally occurring prey as high in the ocean garbage patches ingest risk for marine life as well as the associated chemical effects. There is also a high risk for marine life to just encounter plastic. On the website China Dialogue Ocean, the article How Does Plastic Pollution Affect the Ocean? Emma Bryson and Mary Hart in 2020 says hundreds of thousands of marine animals get tangled in plastic each year, which limits their ability to feed and causes injuries and infections. These vastly increasing numbers should be causing heads to turn, eyes to open, and ears to listen. Technical difficulties. Although animals are being killed in the ocean due to plastic, some people are less inclined to change in the way they use plastic. People will not change plastic production. However, from How Does Plastic Production Affect the Ocean by Bryson and Hart says, plastic production is a big problem, and production of plastic continues along with the corresponding effects. It is reasonable to argue that the plastic production and distribution will be costly things to change, and backing this claim up is Richard Gray. On the web article bbc.com, Richard Gray, in 2018, author of What is the Real Price, states that over 78 million tons of plastic is being made every year around the world. The plastic industry has a worth of $198 billion. Most of the plastic is being thrown away rather than the fraction that's being recycled. Interventions from enemies, such as the federal government, could help lead to a change. On the website article called How Recycling Works, Ed Grabanowski, in 2020 states, critics go as far as saying that there is no waste crisis, that landfills are doing their job, and there's plenty of land for garbage intake. If that were true, then why is garbage ending up in our ocean? So, there are opposing sides to changing the use of plastic. But there's also a solution that can actually solve the amount of trash in the ocean. Mandatory recycling can help plastic pollution from getting worse. Reedy and Liu, writers on the website called puretrust.org, says that 11 million metrotons of plastic debris is going into the ocean per year. Well, that 11 million will triple by 2042 to 29 million metrotons per year if we don't take immediate action. Therefore, recycling can be critical. On an ebook by Geoff Knight called Plastic Pollution Pushing, published in 2012, states, legislation has made electronic recycling mandatory throughout the European Union and in Japan and some other countries. Mandatory recycling has proven to be effective too. According to the ebook by Sty Manarch and Emilia Santos, called Plastic Recycling, published in 2009, the European Union achieved goals of paper recycling from 25% to 40% of all waste, to recovery from 50% to 65%. Of certain material, recycling should be 15% more. Research has led to different ways to recycling certain plastics. In the ebook by Martin Forrest called Recycling of Polythenes and Tinphthalates, published in 2016, talks about 4 routes of recycling PET, which is a type of plastic that's used regularly, and Europe is getting into the PET recycling. However, ways to recycle plastic having ways to recycle plastic is a needed thing to fix the plastic pollution in the ocean. There is a problem, cause, and solution. Plastic is being added to the ocean every day. This is up to us to save our ocean and protect marine life and make substantial changes. Are you going to be participating in the changes, or will you allow yourself to be a bystander and let our evaporating sea go? One must ultimately consider taking no action is not the solution to the problem. Humans must pitch in and help our dying sea. If we don't fight for aquatic life, who will? How long is it till it's too late to clean our plastic pollution problem?